your hands in the air, it's
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
mixing sodas with the beer, it's
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
so why don't everybody cheer it?
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
This is the one right here, yo.
Throw your hands in the air, it's
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
mixing sodas with the beer, it's
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
so why don't everybody cheer it?
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
This is the one right here, yo.
You got
What is y'all, your social media platform artist and the host of the great YouTube channel. I'm your host, your one and the only Dr. Do here, y'all. How are we on this awesome, wonderful Thursday evening right here, y'all? Today's YouTube video, we're going to give you guys something good right here. I'm going to give you guys a dark story right here, y'all. It is a story that with many people all over social media, all over history, old book, always talk about this one story right here. This is one of the most tragic tales that ever happened back in the early 1910s right here, y'all. Today's video, we're going to be looking into the story of Titanic, y'all. That's right, y'all. You guys been waiting to watch this video about Titanic. You guys are a big fan of Titanic. You guys are going to be listening to this one. We're going to talk about the dark story of Titanic and why did the Titanic sink, alright? How did it, the sink that's supposed to be the unstoppable, the unsinkable ship of our time, back in the 20th century, right here. This is a question that many historians, many ship experts, many people who are big fans of Titanic want to know the truth about it. So we're going to get into this one right here. Before we get started, if you guys new to the YouTube channel, please subscribe to the channel, hit notification down below, comment down below, see what you guys think about my story and my opinion about Titanic right here, y'all. Before you guys want Dr. Do merch, go to Content Bureau to get you guys Dr. Do merch, shirtwear, drinkware, hatwear like this one. And guess what? Our Halloween, Dr. Do Halloween merch are out now, y'all. We got the Dr. Do shirts, drinkware, and hatwears, and shirtwear and drinkware, y'all, and stickers. All right, stickers are $2 now. These stickers are $2. I recommend you get you guys your Halloween merch on Content Bureau right here, y'all. If you guys want something good, something delicious to drink, a beverage and stuff, you want something to give you hydration, energy, focus, and protein, go to Beachheart to get you guys Dr. Do powders right here, y'all. To get you through the whole entire day and night, and all at the work, at the gym, at school. That's what you guys need right here. So let's get this party started. So Titanic was what considered at the time the biggest and also the largest ship of its time back then. It was owned by none other than White Star Line right here, y'all. The company that did Britannic and Olympics right here. Those were Titanic's sister ship right here, y'all. The ship was commissioned to be built around the 1910s, alright? But meant to be done around 1911 right here. But it haven't been able to set sail until April 10 under the captain Edward Smith, the man who had known for being a veteran of Coach White Star Line right here. He was on Olympic a bit back then. And also, the ship itself would carry over 2,224 people on the ship itself. The ship was considered at the time one of the most luxurious and one of the most beautiful ships of all time. It's supposed to be the unsinkable, unstoppable, and also iron armor, alright, to keep the people safe and stuff. It had over like 17 compartments. 5 of those prevent ship sinking right here, alright? So it left around April 10, 1912, set sail from Liverpool to New York City, which was the destination to go to in the Atlantic Ocean. But however, on April 14, 1912, around 11:40, a ship was struck by none other than an iceberg itself, sinking over 6 of the 17 compartments. 4 of the water holes were at sink. Alright? It started to sink it slowly just started to sink, causing a lot of compartments and rooms and the bows and the fire go in water right here, y'all. It took 2 hours and 40 minutes to sink, but also it caused the ship to split in half as well while going underwater, taking the lives of over 1,500 people. rest in peace to those who lost their life on the ship itself, but it managed to be saved by the other ship and they in the early morning. All right, y'all. At least 750 people managed to survive the Titanic itself, right there, y'all. And also, this is where many people question about the White Star Line right here. How did the ship that was supposed to be unstoppable, indestructible, and unsinkable from this? Like, people were questioning about the White Star Line company and how did it all went wrong right here. There's been a lot of theories right here. I cut to a theory right here. People say that Titanic is not Titanic, more of Olympic, because people say that it looked very different than its sister ship. But however, there was another theory to suggest that what happened during the time when Titanic was being under construction right here, y'all. The theory right here that many people were talking about. All right, there was a theory. All right, during the time of Titanic being constructed, there was a fire happening over the docks under construction. People, when they would try to take out the fire and try to put water on the fire and to try to prevent the Titanic from ever being damaged. But however, when fire hit iron, it caused some big, huge damage to the hull itself on the right side of the star valve of the Titanic. All right. When fire hit iron, it caused the iron to get weakened and become a little dark. All right. With many people were speculate that the Titanic had been damaged without any other official knowing about what happened. Many people suggest that Star Line should have removed the damaged iron hull and replaced it with a new one. But however, since that the company had no time for it, and also they thought that the ship not going to get hit by anything, like including an iceberg at that time. So they decided to cover it up, try to put some like red, try to paint the dark area up so that way nobody would know about it. And also another theory is that there was a problem what happened with the Olympic, when Olympic hit a warship, causing the tip of the ship the warship to be flattened. It also caused a little damage to the hull of the Olympic. And so they decided to take some parts of the Titanic that were meant to be used for the Titanic and repair the Olympic. There were two theories about that. But however, I say that the fire that happened on the dock where Titanic was under construction is a big reason why the Titanic hull did not handle the iceberg itself. When it hit the iceberg, it caused a significant damage, like opening the hull like this much, like this, really big. All right, you get what I mean, right? And so the damage, it's so bad that it caused so many lives right here. This fire incident is one of the reasons why Titanic sank on April 14, 1912 until 1815 around 2:20 p.m. It could have been preventable. They could have prevented the damage, prevented the ship being more damaged. They could have replaced the area where the fire hit the iron hull of the Titanic. But no, they can't. Because why? Because they cost a lot of money. You know that it cost like hundreds of thousands of dollars to replace the area that had the burn marks on the hull itself and the damage that the iron has gotten. All right, but no, they can't, because they don't want to spend too much money. They're being too cheap about it, and they thought that, oh, that's not the problem. All right, we just want to make sure that this ship will not get damaged by anything, including a iceberg right here. I mean, these guys, whoever was, I don't think that the designer of the Titanic didn't know about the fire incident. He didn't. I bet he felt like that none of the members of the Titanic or the crew itself knows about the damage itself, except for the high official at that time who worked in the White Star Line. I think that the White Star Airline knows about it, but the crew and the officer and the passenger do not know that. Get what I mean? And this caused a significant controversy right here. Over thousands of people died, and also cost them millions of dollars to this day. a lot of damage. And also, why do you think that many people want to know who should be blamed for? And guess what? Nobody is blamed for. Just the company that get blamed for what they did, but nobody got jail time for it at all. And also, they could have put more lifeboats in there. Instead of having like around 64 lifeboats, they had 20 lifeboats instead. Because why? Because they thought that they're not going to get hit with an iceberg at all. And also, they thought that it'd be safe. They thought that the ship would be unstoppable to prevent that it could take hits many times. Right here, y'all. This ship could have been unstoppable if the owners and the groups who made Titanic would have replaced the hull of the iron damage. I mean, the iron that got damaged by the fire. But no, they decided to ignore it, just painted it over it, and make sure that nobody knows about it. Right here, y'all. It's tragic to see so many lives die on that day, on the night of April 14, from 11:40 to April 15, 2:20 a.m. It was so tragic that now that many ship companies decided to make their ship have more armor, more iron, more double everything to make sure that the people will not lose their life. That's why we saw Titanic with that. But however, Titanic got hit by iron, by a mine. But however, at least that all those people on that ship didn't die, except for the 32 who were killed by the spinning thing that would use to, like sail the ship itself. Right here, y'all. It's so sad to see so many lives gone on that day with Titanic. I felt so sorry for the relatives and those who have a relationship or have relatives on that ship. It's tragic. My brother family member on Titanic, he used to be like one of the rich men on that ship. But however, for many of the stuff that with Joshua's ancestor had, it's still down in the water somewhere in the Atlantic near Titanic right here, y'all. And there you have it. This is a tragic story of Titanic. I hope y'all have a great day. Please subscribe to this channel. Hit notification down below. Comment down below what do you think about my story about Titanic and how could it have been defended right here, y'all. I hope y'all have a great day right here, y'all. Peace out, y'all.